So I'm set up about 8 to 9 feet away from these speakers. I'm zoomed in a little bit on the camera. So this is the Earfun UBoom L on the left, and on the right we have the Tribit XSound Mega. Now both of these are similar priced, similar size, and we're going to see if they sound similar or if one's different than the other. Now as far as differences go, the Tribit's kind of unique because it has one driver only. So obviously it's a mono speaker, but it has two passive radiators, one on the front and one on the back. So that's kind of a unique design to have more passive radiators than powered drivers. That's unusual. Whereas the Earfun UBoom L is a stereo speaker, two front drivers, and a passive radiator on each end, similar to a lot of speakers nowadays. So we're going to do this, and we're going to start at 40%, and the Earfun is in its EQ2, which is outdoor. The indoor EQ, the first one, I think is pretty close to worthless, so I use it almost exclusively. And the XSound Mega has 3 different EQs, and it's in its extra bass EQ. I find that one the best to my liking. So here we go. We'll start with the Earfun. You'll be able to tell which speaker's on because the Tribit will be spinning its lights. I don't even know where Mr. Hand is. He's out partying. He didn't even come home last night. I have no clue where the guy's at. I told him he's probably do some work today. Dude no-showed. But after all he's been through, he deserves a little party time. So here we go. We'll start off with the Earfun on the left at 40% volume. Tribit. Earfun. So at 40%, kind of like it was against that Tronsmart, the Earfun's kind of quiet. Tribit. UBoom. Let's go up to 60%. Starts to come alive at 60. Tribit. So there at 60%, you can tell the Tribit is still louder and it has pretty strong bass. The Earfun is balanced and it has good bass, but it's not playing as loud. It's not quite as bright as the Tribit. And some people I remember had said something about that XSound Mega didn't have any bass lower in range. I don't really notice it unless you're really, really, really getting low. But anyway, back to it. Change track. Tribit. So let's go up to 80%. Tribit.
Right there, I'm coming right away, my dear. I tried this, tried that, tried everything. Coming right back, won't you wait for me? Right there, I'm coming
Change track. We'll do the flow. Still 80%. Earfun. Tribit. Up to 100%. Tribit. Earfun. So the Earfun, it does lose bass at high volume, and it gets a little brighter even after the firmware update. Let's go back to the first track that we did, and we'll do it at 80%. Tribit. Earfun. So let me know what you guys think. Gosh, I do like the Earfun speaker, but it does lose bass when you get high in volume, and it gets kind of bright. So if you're going to listen to something at lower volumes, and plus when you are at 40%, it's quieter than most other speakers at 40%. So between these two, gosh, if you just if you said, here, I'm going to hand you one of these and it's yours, man, it'd be tough, because I think they're both good speakers for what they do. But the Tribit comes with a shoulder strap, which I'm really not sure why you need a shoulder strap. It's not that big a speaker, but it does have it, so that's one plus or advantage it has over the Earfun. And it also has the lights. It has I think 3 different light modes. So with all things being equal, if I had to pick one, if you put me on the spot, despite it being a mono speaker, I'd probably take that Tribit XSound Mega for a little bit better bass, and it holds on to it a little bit better at max volume, and the other things I just spoke about. But the Earfun is definitely a good speaker for its size, and so I don't think you could go wrong picking that, or if you preferred that sound signature a little better than the Tribit. So let me know what you guys think. This one's not an easy call. Somebody had said something the other day when I made that Earfun UBoom L against the Tronsmart. I can't even remember the model of it, but it had a very mid-forward sound signature. The mids were very prominent and didn't have as much bass. And I had said something about, well, it depends on what you like. Some people like that. Some people aren't. You'd be surprised. The Asian market, that's why there's so many issues these Chinese companies are having. They don't understand the North American market, especially America, how we are into bass. It's not like that over there. That's why they have a hard time struggling with it. A lot of people, they like a brighter sound, and they're not really focused on bass. So it just depends on what you like. Unless something is a total turd, which some people would say that Tronsmart was, but I know some people still like that bright forward sound, because Tronsmart's been pumping those. They've been doing that sound pulse technology, I think is what they're calling it. That is their mid-forward sound, especially upper mids. And I'm going to do a T7 review soon, a Tronsmart T7 that just came out. And there's a custom EQ you can use in their app on that. And it even shows you the graph of the sound pulse, their signature sound. And it is a very mid and upper mid forward sound. So anyway, back to these two. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this is a tougher call than most, but If you put Mr. Hand's life on the line, I would have had to pick one. I'd take the Tribit. But I don't know where that dude's at. He's out partying. Oh, the single life. I remember those days. Like, subscribe, guys. We'll catch you the next one. Sorry for my rambling, but it is what it is. That's a wrap.